Okay, there we go. Okay, so what I did is I switched over to a different live stream, okay? So I don't know if you can see me right now. I'm gonna type that in the comments right now. Just switched over to a new live stream. Can you see it? I think it'll be okay. Yeah, so my moderator is helping me here. A new live stream. All right, see if that helps. All right. Hey, how you doing? So good to see you here. Hello. All right, so I'm gonna close this other one, and then here we are. Okay, yes, hello, how are you? Okay, good, I'm glad that you can see and hear me clearly. Sorry for the other people that were over in the other uh, live chat. What happened is that something was going on. It said going live, but that was doing that screen for like 4 minutes. I'm like, okay, we just need to start something new here. So hopefully you're able to transfer over. Yeah. So I'm going to talk to my moderator right now. How are the with the other comments from the other people? Do you see them at all? Because I'm hoping that they know that this is the one that we're here. Is it there? Okay. Okay. I hope that they can see it. Oh, well, if not, hopefully you can watch this afterwards. So, hi, how are you all? I'm so glad that you came to join me. Hello, how are you? Hey, Andrew, I see you. You're waving. Hello. Hi, Hannah. There you are. Hi, Nora. Is it working? So good. I'm glad that it's working. Hi, how are you? Yes, how's your uncle? Wonderful. Okay, good. I'm glad that it's working. The other one is just, I don't know what happened, but I'm really glad that you're here. So, what I did is that I actually put something up on Instagram just asking people, just, do you have any questions for me? Because I was going live and I've never really done a live Q&A before. But I wanted to answer a couple of your Instagram questions first and then share a couple of plans that I have for you for 2019. It's 2018 right now. 2019 is happening in a couple of days. And then I have this to unbox. So very, very excited. Bonjour, Montreal, Quebec. Nice to meet you. Hello, how are you doing? Oh, so excited that you're here. Berlin. Oh my gosh, it's in Austria. I think it's absolutely amazing that you're all here, just from all over the world. That blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. You have no idea how grateful I am for all of you, just every single one of you. Before I start the Q&A, I do have to say thank you. I have to just thank every single one of you for subscribing, for watching my videos. I never thought in a million years that I would ever be as lucky to have as have all of you. So I'm just really grateful for that. It's incredible, and I do not take you for granted at all. You're so precious to me. Just please know that. So take a look at your questions. Actually, Andrew, who's in the live chat right now, he said, can I use a nylon guitar string for the low G on my low G ukulele? I've never heard of that before, but you have to check the gauges. Make sure that the gauges are the same with your low G ukulele string as the same would be for your G string on your guitar, for even if it's a nylon string. So just double check that, make sure that the gauges are the same, and then I think that should be okay. So what inspires me to sing? Actually, that's why I wear the flower. When I was 17 years old, I had gotten really, really sick. I had pushed my body and my mind to the limit because I was just doing way too much. I thought I could take the world on my shoulders and just do everything, not sleep, not eat well, not take care of myself. And I wound up very, very sick, very ill. Couldn't sing in a healthy way without it hurting. Like I felt like little needles were digging into my vocal cords. And beforehand, when I was singing because I wanted people to pay attention to me. And that was really, really difficult because I was also, I was sick, so I couldn't do anything. I could barely, I remember I'd go to school half days and I could barely make it through the day. And my vocal cords, it just felt like it was on fire every time I spoke. And it wasn't until that time I realized that, my worth is not dependent upon what I do. And that's when I started to think about eternity, started to think about, um, basically, what am I here for? What's my purpose? What's my worth? If it's not in what I do, then where is it? And that's when I met Jesus. And he said, "Come to me, all who are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." I'm like, that rest sounds great. This rest sounds really good right now. And it helped me. It taught me that no matter what I do, even if I could never sing again, even if I never ever sing again, that my worth was not wrapped up in what I did, and I still had infinite worth no matter what happened to me. And the verse that popped out to me was in Isaiah, and it says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me to bring good news to the poor, to bind up the brokenhearted, to set the captives free, to give them beauty for ashes and a garment of praise." So it was a promise of saying, like, you're heavy laden. There's a lot of things in your life that are really hard, and you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But God has given us. He's given us good news to bind up the brokenhearted, set the captives free, and give them beauty for ashes and a garment of praise. And this is a reminder to me that I don't sing for my worth is not tied up in what I do and not what I sing. So I'm grateful that I'm able to even talk to you right now, and it doesn't hurt. That's a huge blessing in and of itself. So yes, that's what inspired me to sing. Oh, your dad made dinner. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, okay. What did he make? What did he make for dinner? I want to know. My dad used to make dinner all the time. So Nora says guitar or ukulele. I say both, depending upon the song. If I'm playing, something that involves an electric guitar solo, well, yeah, it's got to be the guitar. So yes, Psalms. That's right. Okay, I'm very socially awkward and have really bad stage fright. You know what? I have stage fright too as well. I mean, if I look at people, it's over. So a lot of times I do close my eyes when I play because I'm trying to concentrate, but also I'm just trying to tell that story. But when it comes to stage fright, I think my number one piece of advice is that practice, 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 practice. Practice by yourself, practice in front of people, and don't be afraid to mess up. I mean, if you mess up, really, you remember your worth isn't in what you do. You are already infinite. You're already worth more than you could ever imagine. No one or nothing can take away from your worth unless you let it. So if there's a difference between somebody that's on stage that is singing or playing because they want attention and they think they're great. I mean, we can tell that with people, can't we? Or we can tell that somebody wants to play because they want to share their gift with other people. People can tell the difference. People can tell the difference when you're playing. And so it's like if you're sharing your gift and you're telling a story with it and you want to share that gift, it's evident in how you play and how you treat people. And there's really nothing to be afraid of. So and I also have to tell that to myself too, because sometimes my nerves kick in and start shaking. But the best advice that I can give to you is just practice, practice, practice. Practice in front of many people as you possibly can. Get as much advice from people that you trust, and just keep performing. So, yay. Where from, Stephanie? So, I'm trying to look at your comment. All right, here. So here's another Instagram. A bunch of people asked for tutorials, so I'm just not going to bore you with those. How long have I played the ukulele? So it happened around 2000, I think 2010, 2011. I've been playing guitar since I was 21, 22 years old. So I'm 35 right now. And around 2010, 11, I started teaching at Hyde Music because I taught out of my home. And then the president of Hyde Music had received a tiny ukulele from like a little student toy ukulele. That wasn't a toy, sorry. It's a student ukulele. And he handed it to me and said, "Here, learn this." And I thought, okay, yeah, that sounds great. And so because I know a lot of guitar theory and I was able to figure some things out, and it was the rest is history. I absolutely love it. So I started on that little tiny powder blue student ukulele, and I gave it to a student of mine. She fell in love with it too. I'm like, all right, it's yours. It was a fun instrument to learn. So how did I learn to play? That's a very good question, because I know a lot about the guitar fretboard. And if you take a guitar and you chop it off or capo it at the fifth fret, that that basically is the ukulele, but the first four strings of the guitar. And so a lot of the shapes, they share a lot of the similar shapes. And um, so sometimes when I first started, I was mixing up my guitar and my ukulele chords, because if you have a D chord on the guitar, that is a G chord on the ukulele, same fingerings. So that's how I learned. And then also my friend down the hall, his name is Mikey. He played ukulele. He actually got his ukulele from a flea market in Hawaii years ago, and we would jam. And he would show me a few things. And so, yeah, Mikey's awesome. He's got like long black hair, big beard. I think you've seen him in a couple of my videos before. So yeah, hippie Mike. So, hey, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you learned from the channel. Like this, I had no idea that this channel would be where it is right now. And if you know my story, the channel was not my idea. It was my husband's, and I didn't want to do it at all. Because I thought people were mean. I thought people were mean on the internet, and all I saw was the nasty people and the nasty comments and just people not being considerate. And then when the first video was published, and I started seeing comments of like, thank you, this helped me so much, I'm like, that changed it completely, 100%. So I'm grateful that it's helping you, because that's the purpose. So do I have any siblings? Yes, I have 2 older sisters. So yeah, 2 older sisters. Oh, thank you. I hope you have the happiest holidays and the best new year ever. Hi, Ivan. It's so great to see you. I see you in the comments all the time. This is really cool to be able to see you in the comments all the time and now see you in the live stream. Just, I'm so grateful for you guys. So you bought a Sunstar, Katie. That is awesome. Solid Tops Bruce. I love that one. Do you know what? I actually changed my strings to some Martin strings. I love the Aquila, but I feel like the Martin strings, they're a fluorocarbon string. Wow, does that just really bring out the tone? Give it a try. It's like $6, $7. Oh, so good. So your energy is thank you so much, Stephanie. You're so sweet. Like, lose you guys. I wish I could give you all like a hug. Like, can you all come over and then can we just like have a big, I don't know. I want you all to come over so I can meet you all face to face and give you all hugs. That would be awesome. What ukulele brand do you recommend? That is a very, very good question, because there are many, many, many brands out there. The ones that I've tried that I absolutely adore, of course, I love Sunstar ukuleles. I love Lanakai. I think that they're actually my first ukulele from my first high-end ukulele from my very first video. That's a Lanakai. I love that one. Kala, great brand. Cordoba, wow, Cordoba's just absolutely beautiful. Enya, I love Enya's. And who else? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank because there's so many, but I just really, really enjoy them. I think Amahi has some really, really great student ones. I haven't tried any of their higher end ones. I would really be interested to do that. Trying to think who else. Ooh, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a little bit of a blank. Probably I'll go back and like kick myself like, come on, Katie, how come you didn't mention that one? Ooh, I love mainland ukuleles. I also love my tenor Gretsch, because the neck is actually one solid piece of wood. That makes a difference, because if you have 2 pieces of wood making to form the headstock, it's actually cheaper to do that. But if you have a solid piece of wood, or if the headstock is 2 pieces of wood, but it's actually higher up on the headstock, not conjoining the neck and the headstock, but even higher up, what that does is that it actually contributes to the resonance of the instrument. Really, really makes it vibrate. Really, really good for resonance. So that's something to look for. Hey, I have a question for you guys. Wait, Tyler Joseph? Hi, T. Kobe. I do have a question for you guys. Would you like for me to make an ukulele buyer's guide for 2019, like even more comprehensive than the other one I did, because I feel like there's a lot that has changed since then. And 2, would you like me to make a buyer's guide to upgrade your ukulele and what to look for? So let me know. Yeah, Bandai. Thank you so much, Sarah, for mentioning that. I really think they've got a great bundle, and they have an awesome charity attached to that. I think that they do a wonderful job, because I don't know if you know this, but if you purchase a Bandai ukulele, that enrolls an entire class in Cambodia in a music program. Like, talk about giving back. That is really, really cool. And their cases, they're really beautiful. So yes, we're seeing yes, and both buyer's guide, both are good. Luna, I haven't tried Luna yet. Actually, I've tried one Luna at Guitar Center, and because my store doesn't carry Luna, but I thought it was very pretty. I really think, like, just aesthetically looking at Lunas, they are lovely. Like, they are really, really beautiful, beautiful instruments. Just like, I look at them on my Instagram, I'm like, oh, they're so pretty, drooling. But I would love to try just multiples, as many as I possibly could. Yeah, you like both the upgrading idea. Thank you so much for your feedback. I really appreciate it because, I want you to see what you want to see. Do I have any pets? I actually, my pet is featured in my next upcoming video, which is going to be just all bloopers. And my dog actually interrupted me during filming. So you get to see her. Unfortunately, she passed in October. End of October, she was old. She was 11 years old. But you get to see her cute face. And yeah, you get to see her. Her name was Rocky. So you have a Hansing? Cool. I've never heard of that before. So one thing that, are you ever going to make your own signature uke? You know what? That would be a beautiful dream come true. No companies have approached me at the moment. That would be absolutely wonderful. And I think that you are so sweet to think that I would deserve such a thing. So maybe someday, we'll see. Mitchell, I heard Mitchell is very good. I have students that I have a couple students that have Mitchells, and they're very happy with it. So I think it really doesn't matter about, I think now because companies are so similar, it's really hard to, let me take that back. Companies are not similar, I should say, but I say the technology has evolved and things have just become so innovative. I feel like there are so many brands that are very comparable to each other. They all offer something different because, that's their brand. Those are their secrets. And that's what makes that brand stand out. But it's, I wouldn't say you should just buy an ukulele just because of the brand. You should play it first, put it in your hands and see if it's right for you. Because I have people that absolutely love Cordobas, but it may not be right for a student. They just may not feel like it speaks to them. So just, you have to, I'm all about brand loyalty and things like that as well. But you just have to be, you have to discern for yourself. If you can play it for yourself, that's my number one piece of advice there. So pancakes or waffles, it doesn't matter just as long as both are gluten-free. I like both. I think there's such high standards for good, solid instruments right now. I completely agree with you, Stephanie. I think all companies are looking at each other and saying, wow, I really have to step up my game, which is good news for all of us because they are vying for your attention, they're vying for your dollars, and they're trying to, they're fighting for your brand loyalty, and as they should, because, we're the ones that we want to buy something that is going to last us. We don't want to spend our money and just kind of throw it away. So when you do your signature ukulele, if not one, please put out a tenor version. My hand fingers over the spread. Ivan, I love you. Oh my gosh. Could you do a challenge for beginners? I was thinking about that. I was wondering because a lot of people come to my channel for things that are more intermediate, and I like to add more of like a challenge with it, putting more intermediate things, more intermediate elements into the playing or into the tutorials. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that I should do a beginner's challenge? Let me know. Okay. So what's my favorite type of ukulele? Depends upon the song that I'm playing, but I really do love a concert. I think that they're very nice. So, all right. And actually, somebody asked, can I do singing videos? So as far as my plans for 2019 is that I do want to make more videos with guitar and with singing technique. I guess a part of me is a little bit scared because with singing technique, there are different philosophies of thought with what is proper technique and what is not, and arpeggio and proper breathing. And so I just want to make sure that I'm going to give you the best information that I could possibly give you. But yes, I do want to give more guitar tutorials and more singing videos. So first it would start with, of course, the very basics of breathing, proper technique, and we'll talk about placement, talk about belting, if so, things like that. Head voice, chest voice, or falsetto, chest voice, things like that. Yes, singing. I'm glad that you have um, what are some ways to keep your ukulele safe? Well, definitely, came out with a ukulele care. Sorry if you can hear my little girl. She's going down for a nap and she doesn't want to. Um, but best way to take care of your instrument is to make sure that it's in a spot where it can't be easily knocked over. If you have a case for it or a gig bag, keep it in the gig bag to keep it away from dust and pets and things like that. Put it in a place where it can't be easily knocked over. That's the best way. And then also I made a video on how to care for your ukulele, condition it, play it often. That's the best way to do it. So that's my off the top of my head recommendations. So, do I recommend flying with ukuleles? I want to bring mine with on vacation. Yes, you can. Most airlines do allow you to take your ukulele with you on vacation. You just have to make sure it's one of your personal items. And some people don't want to store it in the overhead bin because it might shift around. But you could probably store it underneath your seat during takeoff, and then put it in your lap once you're flying. So I'm going to answer a couple more Instagram questions, and then I'm going to open this. Um, could I do baritone ukulele tutorials? I haven't thought about doing baritone because I'm trying to focus on uke, guitar, and a lot of the. If you don't know this, baritone, the first four strings of the guitar actually is actually the baritone ukulele. It's tuned differently. So I'm really not quite sure. I'd have to think about that. What made me pick up the ukulele for the first time? I told you the story before, but the president of Hyde Music said, "Here's an ukulele, what I always wanted to play." I thought it would be so great, so great. I actually played with a friend's uke at a party probably 5 years prior. I'm like, "Oh, I really want one," and just didn't think that I would get one. So yeah, that's how I learned. Um, Said, would you ever visit or do a show in Sydney, Australia? I would love to. Depends upon if I can get there. So that would be great. Yesterday night, I watched The Greatest Showman. I swear I love it. Yes. What's my favorite movie from Sue's Uke? My favorite movie is Chariots of Fire. I love Chariots of Fire. And if you haven't heard of it before, it won an Academy Award in the 1980s. It's a great movie. Oh, I love Chariots of Fire. So, yes. Okay. Soon I'm installing some strap buttons. Very nervous. Well, just make sure that your uke has the structure to be able to hold it. Not all ukes have the structure to be able to hold strap buttons. Just make sure that you take it to somebody that you trust that knows what they're doing. I would never install mine by myself. I don't trust myself. I just don't. All right. So how did I start out on my channel, Sarah says, and I did explain this just a little bit ago, but the channel was not my idea. It was my husband's idea. And he said, I really think this would be good for you. I think that there could be there could be something, the good could come out of it. And I thought, no, absolutely not. I don't want to do it. We researched for 2 years and came out with Can't Help Falling in Love with You. I was 8 months pregnant in that video. Like just about 8 months pregnant in that video. And I have this uke in front of me. I've been filming for 2 hours. I'm tired. I'm just so frustrated. But the video, it was filmed and I learned a lot from it. And I didn't start to change my mind about the channel until comments started rolling in saying, thank you, this really helped a lot. And I realized, you know what, I have the power to make a positive impact here. So I started to learn how to film, edit, and the rest is history. Just started making videos, and it's been really challenging. I learned a lot, but it's been really good. I'm really grateful for it. So bought a cable for a guitar. I'm going to use it for my guitar and my uke. I'm a little nervous about using it on my uke. What kind is it? Depends upon what kind it is. You just have to be careful with the tension. If it's a spring-loaded capo, I think you should be fine. I mean, I've seen people use guitar capos on their ukes, and they're fine. So how long have I been married? Congrats on my sweet family. Thank you. I have been married for 12 years. So, yep, and I have a little girl. So it's been wonderful. So, all right. Hi, Ramblings from Canada. How are you? That's one of my patrons. Hi. Thank you so much for being here. So, yes, banjo capos. Those work perfectly. I love those. All right. Have you ever made up your own songs? I actually used to write a lot. I used to write a lot of my own original music, and I stopped after a while. Just time and energy, and maybe I will again. Would you be interested in seeing original songs? So, how's the Beatles collaboration coming? It's coming. I'm hoping to post it Valentine's Day. Get it? All you need is love. So, mahogany or koa wood? What do you prefer? Really depends upon the instrument. You could have, it really depends upon the instrument, the make, the build. What is the nut made out of? What is the saddle made out of? Is it made out of bone, new bone, plastic, buffalo bone, camel bone? There's a lot of different factors that go into it just besides the wood. So, all right. Oh, thank you so much. Hi, Cami. You're so sweet. Uruguay. So good to see you. So it's cool. Do I go to church? Yes, I do. Go to church, a place called Appleton Alliance Church, and I love it. It's like my second home. So I love it. So thank you, Susan. Really, seriously, what did I do to deserve all of you? I love you guys. Okay, so I have a gift from a friend, and she wanted to send it to me as a congratulatory gift for reaching 100,000 subscribers. And my heart's beating so fast right now because I'm so excited to open this. And she didn't want me to mention her name. I might mention her name because she's a sweet woman. And yeah, so the packaging says Enya ukuleles. I'm thinking it's a teddy bear. Just kidding. Hey, I also do have some questions for you. What do you think about my unboxings and reviews? Because I'm pretty formal with them. Do you have any ideas? Do you like the current format? Do you want to see more of those, less of those? Do you want them less formal? I really need your feedback there because I value what you have to say. Oh, I have my IKEA scissors. I know I say that in every unboxing video. I got the IKEA scissors. Sorry, this is industrial tape. Hey, who has an Enya ukulele here? Do you like fingerstyle tabs? Can I do vlogs? Can I do vlogs? I don't know if you'd be interested in seeing any vlogs of mine because most of the time it's like it would be me getting up at 3:30 a.m. Filming or editing, and then until my daughter wakes up, and then me cooking her breakfast, and then going to the gym and working out, and then coming back home, cooking lunch, putting my daughter down for a nap, me cleaning the house, and then me going to work and teaching music lessons. I don't know if you want to see that. It's pretty basic. That's my life. So I'm so excited. Gosh, if you haven't tried an Enya case at all, like these are just beautiful. Oh my gosh. You have the blue one from Enya? Yes, that's a beautiful, beautiful. It's a beautiful instrument. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I think I know what it is. Just look at that neck. Oh my So beautiful. So I'm having a hard time getting it out. Oh my gosh. Wow, do you see that? Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. Oh. Mm. So beautiful. That's gorgeous. There's a story behind the blue. Blue was the color of my very first guitar. When I was 18, my dad asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I said I would love a guitar. And he's like, "No daughter of mine is going to be a musician. There's no money in being a musician. You're never going to be able to make a living." And I went out on a limb and I said, I would like a guitar for Christmas. And for Christmas, he bought me a blue guitar. So that is a very special, blue instruments have a very special place in my heart. So, and this has a very special place in my heart. Thank you. Gosh, so pretty. Just if you haven't tried an Enya instrument, they are very, very lovely instruments. Just look at that back. Wow. Let's just look at the neck. Isn't that gorgeous? Sorry if I'm shaking. I'm like, oh my goodness. Thank you. Yes, it is so exciting. So, yeah, it is heavenly. Yes, it is. So, it's very, very sweet. Thanks, Katie's dad. Yep. His name is Dennis, and he's the Chinese one, and he has the Irish name. I think it's kind of funny. Oh, wow. Please try it out. It's perfectly in tune, as you can see. But here we go. I'm going to try to gently. The strings, gosh, this case is incredible. It has something to cradle the neck too. Whoa. So. Actually, can you do a tutorial for ukulele for shallow? I'm working on it. I don't have a tuner with me. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't have a tuner. So I'm trying to tune it, and it's not doing a really good job, but I can tell, like, can you hear that? Hear it. It's still going. That's beautiful sustain just on one note. Wow. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to do a review on this. This will be beautiful. Oh my goodness. So this is from Enya. So I hope that she doesn't mind me saying this, but so thank you. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Thank you for being so supportive. Yeah. Okay. Want to make sure I can hold it together, but just, yeah, just really excited. Can you please do rock metal tutorials on the uke, please? What kind of suggestions do you have? It'd be pretty interesting. So, can I do a tutorial how to make your own song? That could be great. Actually, there is another YouTuber named Dylan Lane, and she actually is a graduate from Berkeley. I think it's Berkeley School of Music, and she's very knowledgeable, and she has a whole bunch of tutorials about how to write your own songs. So, yes, she's fantastic. What's my favorite color? It depends, but for instruments, I think you can guess. Oh, so good. My Chemical Romance. Okay, interesting. Iron Maiden, Metallica, AC/DC. That'd be pretty interesting because I have a student that loves to play Metallica, but it's for guitar. So War Pigs, interesting. Anything Arctic monkeys. You too. So yes. Hey, Susanna. Hey, I love you too. Um, I love it. And MUTE6. Yes. Oh, it says Enya EUC M6. That's what it says. That's so good. What's my favorite type of tone wood? It really actually just really depends upon the instrument. Um, because I like them all for all different purposes and reasons. Love the acacia. I think Koa is beautiful. Mahogany, yes. Gosh, so I'm still a little shaking right now. Oh, well, I should go. And I just want to thank you so much for your support. Thanks for being here for this live unboxing. And um, and thanks for being here, just chatting with me. This was fun. I have to be honest. I was actually pretty scared about to do a live stream, and yeah, I just get a little scared sometimes because it's unknown, it's uncharted territory. But I just want to thank you so much for being so kind and for just being so caring, not only to me but also to each other. I really appreciate every single one of you. So, and yep, I'm seeing you encourage each other right now. I love you guys. Don't go, Dan. You're awesome. You're so sweet. Well, if you like these live streams, please leave something in the comments below, or just a topic that you liked talking about here with me in this live stream, or tell me. Yes, I saw it in the comments, but if you want to leave also in the the chat, if you want to leave in the comment section below, yes, if you would like the Buyer's Guide 2019, if you would like singing tutorials, if you would like a how to upgrade your ukulele. And yeah, I have some really exciting things in store for you this year. I just got to solidify the details so I can't spill too many beans. So, thank you so much, Colby. I'm really excited that you're here. So, I love you guys so much. Can you do a Q and A? I'm thinking about doing something like that. I just want to make sure that have the time to be able to do it justice. So, yay, singing tutorials. So, thank you, Colby. Thanks, Dan. You're the reason I'm improving. You're the reason why I make these tutorials. So, all right. How old am I? I'm 35. So, yes. Hello. All right. Well, I'll miss you too. I love you guys. Thank you so much. You mean the world to me. Mwah. Have a blessed day.